Hey guys, hello. I thought I would show you guys my Farlowellas tonight. Hi Zo Kitty, hi Reels, hi Anthony, hi Candy, hi Diva, hi Zo Kitty, Dan, Mr. B, David. Hey everybody. You guys are looking at my baby Farlowellas right now. I'm going to move the camera and show you the eggs that the male's on. So let me go do that. I got to be real careful because if I disconnect the camera, I'll have to start another stream. And it's got a bunch of extensions on it. Hi, Phil. Okay. So there's some of the babies. I don't know where the mama went. She was out a bit ago, but there is the daddy and some more eggs. And then these guys are all babies. River Life. Yeah, there was a big baby in the room. Hi, Terry. Hi, Bob. And Buddy is being a pill. And Ty, and I don't know who all I miss. Bob and Candy. Anyway, yeah, you're looking at babies. There's a lot more in there, and there's some on the edges that you can just barely see. And there's some towards the back. I'm not sure where the mother went, but those are all babies there. There's quite a few in camera range if you start looking. Like you see a couple tails over on the sides. And yeah, there's a lot of babies in there. Hi, Jesse. You missed the eggs. And hi, Joseph. I'm going to show you the eggs again so that Jesse can see how the male's guarding the eggs. Hang on. Oh, there's a little baby up there on the pipe, but there's almost in the corner. There's Daddy right there, and there's the bunch of the eggs there. Yeah, so. And Betty's being a pill, and there's like a bunch of babies right there in a pile, and bigger babies and smaller babies there, smaller babies, one of the bigger babies, a small baby there. So hopefully, did I do good enough to where you guys could see the eggs? And I got to go get myself a drink. I didn't get a drink. So hang on. Everybody's saying hi. Cat just stepped on the cord, but it didn't unhook. Yay. Oh, wow. Look at all those hearts for Candy. Buddy, hush. Sit down. Okay, Big D. See you in a couple. I got to take some aspirin, so excuse me for a second here. Hi, Susan. Hi, Cichlids. Hi, Maria. Hi, Ginger. You can't hear. Well, I'm not really talking. Well, actually, I'm taking ibuprofen. So, yeah. But yeah, I thought you guys might like to see all the baby Farloellas. Oh no, Big D, you don't have sound? I hope everybody's got sound. Say something so I know that you have sound. Hi, Fancy Tail. Okay, you hear me. Okay. Okay, good. You might try like clicking out and clicking back in again, Big D, and see if that does something. I know it's showing the green button and moving on my end, so pretty sure I got sound going. Do I do anything special for the Farloellas? While you're looking at what they eat, I give them green beans. And I've got to, because I've got really hard water, I mix in some RO water because I found out after much trial and error trying to get the eggs to hatch that if the water's too hard, the eggs won't hatch. They'll still lay the eggs, but the babies can't get out of the eggs if they have hard water. Oh, that's right, Jesse. You're absolutely right. I'm sitting here telling him what to do, and he can't hear me. Hi, Carson. Hi, Jeffro. I don't hear a sweet lady talking. You see all my baby Farloellas, Jeffro? If you start looking, there's just a ton of babies in there. And there's some that are out of camera range, too. Hi, Shishi. And the dad's on eggs again. I'll show you one more time because I know more people are coming in. I want to show you the daddy Farloella on the eggs, on more eggs. Okay, let's go around the side here. Might be better. There's daddy. And there's the eggs right there on the tube. So anyway, yeah, lots of Farloellas. Yeah, Dan. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, I do pretty big water changes, Fancy Tail. It's like probably about, I do about 50% or more once a week, which isn't that bad. The fry, when they're little tiny, I like those eggs. I'll drop them in a breeder box to hatch, and you've got to keep food in front of them 24 hours a day for the first couple weeks, and then when they're big enough, I'll let them loose in the tank. The pH, my pH runs about 7.4 to 7.6. TDS, I don't have a TDS meter, so I don't know. I found out the hard way that in a hard water, which I have, they'll lay the eggs, but the babies can't get out of the eggs because the eggs kind of calcify. So they'd get to the point of hatching and their tails would come out, but most of the babies wouldn't hatch. They would die before they could get out of the egg. So I started adding RO water to my water changes to soften up the water, and now I get almost 100% hatch rate. Oh no, Shishi. Plug it in. Hi, not Nola Jane. I know, lots of green beans, huh? Well, what you're supposed to be looking at is there is a ton of different sizes of Farlowella fry in that tank. Lots and lots of babies. They usually he usually only has like anywhere from 15 to 30 eggs, so not a whole lot. And then I'll usually end up losing a few of them, but not a whole lot. So, hi Aquamate. See all the Farlowella fry? Those are all the babies there. Different sizes of babies. There's some little tiny ones around the edges if you look. And there's some medium ones. There's a few bigger ones. But those are all babies there. The parents aren't in that picture at all. Yep, exactly, Ty. It's good. The snails, by morning, they'll be covered with snails. And actually, by morning, they'll be mostly gone. The snail population, I'll take and like scoop out handfuls of snails about once a week and feed them to the turtles because I've got 2 turtles and they love to eat the snails. So then I just sent Candy some, and I'm going to send Priscilla some for her puffers. So yeah, I literally scoop out handfuls of snails out of there. But yeah, when it gets to the point where there's more snails on the green beans than there is babies, then I'll start scooping out snails. Hi, James. How are you? And you're getting 1. I'll probably send 2 just in case one of them dies. Oh, yeah, the turtles love the snails. And I think the calcium in the snail shells is good for the turtles, too. I'm having a little bit of trouble talking tonight, so if I sound funny, I apologize because my tongue's a little bit swelled up. Hi, Jay. So when you guys are tired of looking at the Farlowellas, I'll put the camera on me for a little bit, and then I will put it over on the rice fish later. No, I'm not drunk. It's the back of my tongue still swelled up a little bit, so it's still got a little cut on it. I can tell you guys what happened, but you'd cringe. It has nothing to do with my surgery. Hi, Danny. Smoking. I know I'm a wreck. Yeah, I told Candy what happened. I told a few people on Mark's stream. No, I'm not going to show you my tooth. One of my teeth broke in the back of my mouth, and a piece of it broke off, but it left a real jagged edge, which was cutting my tongue. And I was like working, so I couldn't do anything about it. So it was like 3 days I couldn't eat or anything. And then yesterday, when I finally had a day off, this is the part that's going to make you guys cringe. Yesterday, when I had a day off, I went to Walmart and I bought like a metal nail file. And I stuck it in my mouth and filed the sharp edge off of that tooth, which was an instant relief. Now I'm just waiting for my tongue to heal up. But I can eat again and I can drink without it hurting. So I'm happy. But my tongue is still a little bit swelled up. So, hi, Mark. The Candy. I know, huh? I'm sorry, guys, but that's why I'm talking funny tonight, is because my tongue's still swelled up. Like, I still got a little bit of a cut. It's getting better, but it'll probably take a few days to heal up all the way. See, I'm not the only one that's done it. See, I'm not so weird. Well, I didn't, you go to a dentist and he's going to do the same thing, only charged me a couple $100. So I just filed the sharp edge off. And it only took like 2 seconds to do it. I mean, it filed down really fast, but I just needed to do it because it was cutting my tongue and I couldn't eat and I could barely swallow anything. So yeah, I had to do it. You can Dremel it down for a case of light. But I don't know if you guys notice there's like all kinds of little tiny babies mixed in there too. I don't know how well you can see them, but they're there. Buddy, quit. Oh, hi, Crystal. But anyway, so yeah, if I sound odd and if I have to pause once in a while, that's why. Oh, yeah, what did you do with the rice fish, Candy? Did you put them in a tank by themselves or did you put them in a community tank? Jesse says he needs to go to Walmart. He feels something funny in there. Yeah, your rice fish. I'm sending the rice fish, Jesse, to Jesse and Carson. I'm going to send them out Tuesday. I'm going to get everything ready and send them out Tuesday. So, yeah, those are just regular brown ram's horns are in that tank. Those are the ones that I'll scoop out and feed the turtles and send to people that have puffers. They need them, stuff like that. Right now they're in a community, but they are going to go to a rice fish only tank. Yep, get them breeding, Candy, so you have a whole tank full of them. They look like In-N-Out fries. No, that's actually French cut green beans. So you got a tank all set for them, Jesse? You want duckweed babies? Oh my God, I could send you a bunch of duckweed babies. Yeah, from a can, Maria. I just open up a can of green beans and drain it. And I put in about 3/4 of the can into that tank that has most of Farloella. And then I've got a couple tanks with plecos in them that I put the rest in. So, but yeah, if anybody wants any Farloella, you can let me know because I definitely do have some. Okay, so kitty, bye. Oh yeah, that just Fancy Tales, right? It's a French cut green beans because the other green beans they'll eat them, but a little bit harder for them to eat. So I get the French cut ones because they're already cut in half for them and everything, so that they can eat them up fast. Yeah, Carson, go get your crayfish. Okay, you guys need to tell me when I showed you the male with the eggs, did I have the camera too close or could you see them? Because I wanted to make sure I showed Jesse the eggs. Okay, Nayland, what did I miss? Oh, all of your guppies died? Oh, I'm sorry. a trio of Dumbo mosaics. Well, hopefully, well, you only got one baby. It would be better if you had a few babies to get it going again. Okay, you guys saw them? Okay. The babies came in the bag. Ty says he's got some. Carson says he'll take some of them. It'd be cool to breed some axolotls. Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to do, but it's looking like my smallest one that I thought was a female is a male. So I'm thinking I've got 2 males. So I might have to get another one. How long before they spawn? Probably not too much longer. I'm thinking they're about the size of the bigger babies that I have in here. Maybe, and a couple of them should be even bigger than that. So I'm thinking probably 2 or 3 more months. They're kind of slow growing, but they will get there. And with 5 of them, hopefully you got at least one good pair. That's cool, Nayland. But Bob, just make sure you feed them a lot, because that's when they started spawning, was when I started giving them a lot of green beans. Yeah, plecos love the green beans too. And snails love the green beans. But yeah, the Farlobos, I think that from what I've read and seen, I think that where most people fail with the Farlobellas is they don't realize how much they eat. They eat a lot. And like when I first got them, I got 3 to start with. And the tank was full of algae. And there was no algae in that tank after 2 days. And so I started feeding them green beans. I started feeding them Repashy, and then I realized real fast that was going to drive me broke because they ate a lot. So then I switched to different vegetables, and I found the green beans that they love the most. My truck's breaking down too. It's squeaking real bad. I'm going to have to take it in, but I don't know how I'm going to come up with the money for that. I just, every day when I get in it, I'm like, please get me to work and back without breaking down. Please, please. That's where I get mine too, Anthony, is I get them at Walmart. They're like 50 cents a can, and there's no salt, and they got a pop top, easy open top. And I'll go get like a case at a time because I go through the green beans. Yeah, French cut. You need to get French cut. I gave them some regular green beans first, and they'll eat them, but it's harder for them to eat the French cut. They really go through. They love them. And then I open up the can and drain the water out of it and start dumping them in there. Oh, Fancy Tales, a dealer. You see that? So when you guys want to switch the camera around, just let me know. Like I said, I just thought I'd show you the Farloellas tonight. Well, I'm just showing you one corner of the tank. It's a 40 breeder. And I have a wave maker on it and a big sponge corner in each back corner. A sponge filter in each back corner. And the temperature is about 74. pH is about 7.6. I pulled out a bunch of plants last week out of it, so I got to kind of add some plants to it because I was tired of trimming, so I just yanked a bunch out. Hi, Haley. I know, Buddy's such a spoiled dog. Buddy says he wants camera time. Yeah. I'm going to switch the I've got to switch the camera over real carefully because it's got a bunch of extensions on it. And if it comes unplugged, I'm going to have to start another stream because it won't start back up again. Oh, Buddy. Quit. So I shall have a cigarette and then I'll move the camera. Hi, Jess from Granny. I know. I've got to be really careful when I move it because if it comes unplugged, that's it for the stream. Smoking. Yeah. Oh, but he is cuter than the fish. Yeah, I was going to tape it, but I didn't. So I've just got to be careful. Before I do it next time, I'll tape it all together. Oh no, 13%. You better plug it in. Yeah, there is a lot of babies in there. A lot of them are like on the back part where you can't see them, and off to the sides, but there's a lot of them in there. So if anybody wants to buy some Farlowellas, you know who has them. How big do they get? Well, my male, I'm pretty sure is full grown. He's probably close. If you count the very tips of his tail, he's probably 6 inches. But their body mass is not very big because they're so skinny. So, like 5 or 6 inches, but their body mass and bioload isn't huge because they don't get that big around. Could you put 2 in a 20 high with a betta? Yeah, definitely. 2 would definitely not be too much. How much? I'm selling them for $10 a piece. Okay, Jess Shrimp Granny, just let me know. Email me. After this, will probably never. I know it seems like it's gonna winter's gonna last forever. Oh yeah, I got a ton of Java moss and a bunch of different plants, but yeah. The thing is that most of the Farlowellas that you buy in the pet trade are wild caught from Peru, and these guys are tank raised, so you aren't going to have the parasites and stuff that you might get with the wild caught ones. Hi, Dr. S. Do they like soft or hard water? I've got hard water, and they do fine in hard water, but I found out that when they lay eggs, the eggs won't have a hard time hatching in hard water, so I started mixing in RO water. I mix probably about a third RO water to 2 parts tap water when I do my water changes, and that's just to soften it up because they lay eggs about once a month. Shredded mozzarella, it's French cut green beans. It does kind of look like mozzarella, doesn't it? After working in a tank with ick, will soap and water clean any ick off my hands? Definitely, yeah. Yep, just soap and water. And once your hands are dry, the ick's not going to survive on them anyway, if there is any on your hands. Hi, Bentley. Oh, velvet is awful. I dealt with that on my my green Kubota rasboras when I got them in like a year or so ago. I guess it's been 2 years ago now. They had velvet and it was awful. I lost like half of them. You have too many breeding projects going on right now. Yeah, anytime I get fish and I try to breed them. And the Farloellas were not that difficult. Like I say, the main thing with them is you got to feed them a lot. And I found out after it took me like 3 or 4 batches of eggs that I lost before I figured out that I needed to make the water softer. That's because I tried adding more aeration, having less flow, I mean, I tried all different kinds of stuff, different temperatures. And finally, I figured out that the water was too hard, and that's why they couldn't get out of the eggs. So once I started like softening up the water a bit, then I don't have test kits for hard and soft, so I'm not sure how soft. I just know that my water's hard, and I add about 1 part RO water to 2 parts tap water. Yeah, I'm selling them for $10. $10 each. Hi, Merritt. Are they sexable? When I can't sex them like when they're little like this. As they get older, the males will get a slightly longer nose than the females, and they'll have little nubs on their nose. But I'm not good enough to sex them when they're babies like this. Like I say, as they get older, I can, but I'd have to sell them as unsexed. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't really separate them into males and females at this point. Petsotic said that'd have to be I'd have to sell them as unsexed, and you just have to. That's what I did when I bought them. I just bought 3, and I ended up with 1 pair. I can kind of give it my best guess, but I really can't tell for sure. But like I say, when they get big, the males have longer noses than the females. But I'm sure, like if you got a group of them, you'd end up with at least 1 pair because, yeah, I'm sure there's both males and females in there. Is there any low light plants or moss that you would recommend for fish fry? I use mostly Java moss in my fry tubs. But I'm sure that Bentley would probably know some other ones too. But like I say, I mostly use Java moss. Hey, Haley. Yeah, guppy grass would be good too. Yeah, I don't have any, but looks like it would be good. We're looking at my all the baby Farloella fry, Haley, tonight. So I decided to show everybody something different tonight. So I got the camera on my Farloella fry. The adults, I wouldn't let them go more than a few days without food because the thing is, Thais, they're so thin bodied that they don't store a lot of food. And you definitely don't want them to go very long without food. The babies, for about the first 2 to 3 weeks, need constant food in front of them, or they will starve out really fast. The adults, I wouldn't let them go for more than like 3 or 4 days tops. Oh yeah, hornwort would probably be good too. Oh, and temperature wise on these Farloellas, I keep the tank at 74, and it has a wave maker in it that puts out a pretty good flow because they like cooler water and a lot of oxygen in the water. So there's a wave maker in there, and like I said, I keep the tank about 74. Now last week, well, I think it was Sunday or Monday. No, it wasn't. It was last Saturday. So it was a week ago. My power went out for 8 hours, and the tank with the Farloella fry in it was the only one that suffered. It's like, I looked over at them, and I had probably 30 babies that were right at the surface of the water on the glass, and there was a couple of them that were halfway out of the water trying to get air. So, yeah, they definitely need air. They definitely need air, oxygen in the water. So what I did was, like, every about 5 minutes, I just started stirring up the water with a big spoon to get the gas exchange going, and I didn't lose any of them, but it was kind of scary. But yeah, they need high flow in the tank so that there's a lot of oxygen in the water. And not too, and you don't really want to keep them at like 80 or anything. They want a little bit cooler water. Hello, John. Yeah, they pretty much they need a lot of food, and they need it almost. I feed mine every day, but like when I was in the hospital for a week and I wasn't prepared for to be in the hospital for a week, about midway through the week, I had my daughter give them a can of green beans. And that's the only fish that I had her feed. I had them dump a can of green beans about halfway through the week into the Farloella tank. How much am I getting for the rice fish? Well, the ones I sent to Candy, I gave her. And the ones I'm sending to Carson and Jesse, I'm trading them for some mud skippers. But probably like $3.90 or $4 for the rice fish when I start actually selling them. Oh, good, 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 John. Hey, Kevin. How's it going? We're looking at my Farloella fry tonight instead of rice fish. And like I say, I've got Farloella fry. If anybody wants any, just message me. I know, I can't wait to get them. I'm so looking forward to it. No, Candy, if you get a bunch of babies, you sell yours. I have 2 more tubs of babies coming up that I can sell, so. Oh, that's a lot, but I guess it could have been worse, Sharpies. Yeah, Corys and snails love the green beans too. Hello, Ed. No, Candy, no. Yep, that is French cut green beans, French style green beans. And I know it's not the easiest to tell, but there's probably, well, I know there's like 30 or so babies in that tank. And I've got some more eggs that the male's sitting on right now. Candy, I'm going to kick your ass. Bring it on. I will too. I'm just glad they made it there and are doing good. Smackdown time, yep. That's true, Jess Shrimp Granny. I'm still not quite up to snuff. But I'm mean. What I make up for physically right now, I make up with being mean. That's right. Oh yeah, we got the camp coming up. I was going to talk about that too. If anybody doesn't know, we're having a get together camping thing in Billings at the KOA in Billings on September 13th. Is it 13th, 14th, and 15th? Ty and I have both reserved cabins. Ty says that he reserved a big cabin so that he's got extra room for people. Now I reserved a small cabin, but even the small cabin has a queen size bed and a set of bunk beds. So if anybody comes and wants to save a little bit of money, we have extra room as far as you get there, and we can probably set you up with a place to sleep for some people. So yep, it's going to be at the Billings KOA in Billings, Montana on September 13th, 14th, and 15th. And it's a beautiful campsite. I've stayed there several times before. You can bring your dogs if you have dogs. Yeah, the snow's gone right now. It'll probably snow again, though, before the spring's totally here. But, yeah, and then it's close to Beartooth Pass and Yellowstone, too. So if you made the trip out there, you would probably want to spend a day in Yellowstone and stuff. So it will be a lot of fun. So we need to have people come. What's the closest airport? I'm not sure. I know there's an airport in Bozeman, but that's like a 2 hours from Billings. Oh, see, Billings has an airport. There you go. Billings International Airport. Oh, that's right. Because Candy lives up by the airport. I totally spaced that out, that Billings has an airport. I know, huh, Candy? That was dumb. Duh. And if anybody flies in, I'm sure one of us can come up and get you at the airport. But like saying, then we will have a few spots extra in our cabins for people too. September 13th, 14th, and 15th. Yeah, Tucker lives up in the Heights too, Candy. He lives on it always makes me laugh when I send him stuff because he lives on Easy Street. It's up in the Heights. And he told me the other day when I was talking to him that if you ever need a ride or anything like that and he has a day off, just, let me know and I'll let him know. And he would definitely help you out. So do you guys, there's a bunch of new people in here. Would you like to see that? Actually, what you're looking at there, the one that's like halfway in view and going out of view, is a female. Would you guys like to see the male sitting on the eggs? I know the people that were here early saw it already, but if you'd like to see the male sitting on the eggs, I'll move it real carefully. Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to yell because I'm up on the other side of the room. So this is a female here hanging on the glass. And there's bunches of babies in there that you've been looking at all over. Okay, and this is a lift tube from a breeder box that the eggs are going to go in. Oh, wait, the male's not there. But there's the eggs. The male must have moved down to eat. There's one baby sitting on the pipe. See it? On the air tube. See the little tiny baby sitting there? The male, oh yeah, the male's down here in the corner. He's eating, and he'll go back to the eggs. He's right there. Let me get the camera set up again. Oh, see all the babies there, the little tiny ones? Okay, let me get this camera set back up here. So the male wasn't on the eggs. He's down in the corner eating. But yeah, that was the eggs on the tube. Yeah, we don't have an information page for the trip, but it's September 13th through 15th at the Billings KOA, which is a beautiful campsite. And yes, you can have your pets there. And they've got cabins and a ton of tent sites. And it's real grassy and trees and right by the Yellowstone River. It's really a nice KOA. I think they've got a swimming pool and hot tubs and stuff too. And they've got a campground, like a big area where you can do a fire pit thing and have a little gathering. So it'll be fun. Hi, Mark. Yeah, the male is like really long. Yep. So just like say if you like tent camping, they got a lot of tent spots. They've got cabins, but you'll want to reserve them pretty soon so they don't fill up. And yeah, they've got it's a big campsite. They've got a store, little grocery store, and all kinds of stuff there. And you can have your pets. And like say, Ty's got a big cabin in case we need some more room for people. And I rented a small cabin, which is just a one-room cabin, but it does have a queen size bed and a set of bunk beds. So I could like get a couple people into my cabin too. You just got to bring your own bedding because the beds are like made out of wood and they've got like plastic mattresses on them, but you've got to bring your own bedding. Yeah, just Rip, Granny, just as it gets closer, we'll work it out. But I'm sure you can, like if you fly in and can't bring camping gear, we'll put you up in one of the cabins that we've got. We could do a plant swap. Yeah, we should. We should start a page or something for it. I wonder if we should do a Facebook page. What do you think, Candy? Yeah, I can try to bring some extra bedding too, because people that fly in, it'll be hard for you to bring stuff for camping. But like I say, we can work it out. But we should. What do you think, Candy? We should start a Facebook page so we can work out how many people are going to need help from us for sleeping arrangements, and how many people are going to have their own cabins and stuff. Yeah, Dan, that's a good idea. We could definitely do a plant swap. I could bring a bunch of them. You're going to be flying in, Ty. Are you going to be able to bring your bedding? Yeah, let's do a Facebook page, and then we'll post that on the next live stream. I'm not sure on the bigger cabins. It'd probably say in the description if they provide bedding or not. But I know in the small cabins, you got to bring your own bedding. But I can bring some extra pillows and extra blankets and stuff. Hi, Vanoski. But yeah, we'll get a Facebook page going so we can organize it and make sure everybody's got a place to sleep and all that stuff. Oh, wow, the bigger cabins has linens provided. That's cool. Very awesome. And like I say, I'll bring extra blankets and extra pillows and stuff too in case we need them. I can toss some. And then Candy lives there, so I'm sure she can help out too. Hi, Dr. Black. Is there going to be any fundraising going on with us? I don't think so. I think we're just going to do it. Oh, yeah, so you have to decide. You can't go, but maybe have some plants. Yeah, you could probably send them to either Candy or I, and we could send you some plants back. Oh, there's lots of grocery stores, and the campsite has a small store there too, Ty. And it's not too far. Like, it's across the freeway and down a little bit from the downtown Billings. So, yeah, there's lots of stores and stuff close. Is there going to be a petting zoo? I don't think they have a petting zoo there. But Yellowstone is within an easy day drive. I mean, you could, like, take a drive and go into Yellowstone one day and be back by the nighttime. Yeah, Buddy's going to be there with me. Yeah, that's all the petting zoo you need. Yeah, he loves pets. Is there fishing there? Probably. It's right by the Yellowstone River, so I'm sure people fish there. Well, see, that's the fun thing, Jess from Granny, is that it's like camping. Instead of going to a big city fish club thing, it's like camping. The bear sanctuary that I used to work at, it was really funny. The tourists that come through, We actually had this lady, well, this family ask one time. They got to the bear place early in the morning and they were on their way to Yellowstone Park. And they asked us what time they let out the animals in Yellowstone. The bear sanctuary is about a 2-hour drive from Billings, and yeah, we could probably go one day. But anyway, yeah, we'll get it more organized as it gets closer, but we definitely should start a Facebook page for it. And probably make it by invitation, Candy, so that we don't get a bunch of random people. Oh, yeah, I worked at the bear sanctuary for about 1.5 years. That's why I do a lot of drawings of bears. If you look through my drawings on my Facebook page, you'll see a lot of bears, and that's where 99% of them are from, is from the bear sanctuary. Is there Uber in Montana? I'm pretty sure there is, but Candy can answer that. Welcome back, Big D. We were just talking about the camping trip. Yes, on the Uber. Oh, I'm sorry, Big D. Oh, Candy's got it up already. Cool. I will have to go back and join it after the stream's over. I'm not sure if I can join it right now without it losing the stream. And bears. Yep, Kaylor, I do a lot of bears. Click on the link, Jessie. Or Jess, Shrimp Granny. Yes. Beartooth Pass is amazing just in itself. And you drop into Lamar Valley in Yellowstone Park. And that is like one of my favorite places in the park, because there's always a lot of buffalo and a good chance of seeing grizzlies and wolves. Thank you, Dr. Black. Well, we'll be having it. We'll make sure to post it every live stream, Just Shrimp Granny, so you can get on there. I'm not even on there myself yet, but I will do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not on there yet myself. Candy just started it, so. Oh, yeah. That after the stream's over, I'll try to remember to go over and post it on the Patreon page. You're trying to get 20,000 subs by next week? Good luck with that. Are you guys seeing a little flash on the camera once in a while? I'm thinking it's trying to disconnect, so I'll have to be careful. I need to tape the joints together. The little connections. It's got like 3 connector cables on it. Yeah, it's I don't want to really move it because yeah. Because I'm afraid I'll disconnect, and then I found out on another stream that if the camera disconnects, I've got to start another stream. So I'm not going to touch it. So you guys are stuck looking at the Farlow Ellis tonight. Silicone and then tape it? I didn't think of the silicone. I just thought I'd take some like black electrical tape and tape them up real good. So that way I can move it around. Yeah, Bob loves footage of the fish. Okay, Mark, are you leaving? We'll see you on the next one. Oh, that's late. Yep. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll have to get some. That's a good idea, Ty. I'll try that before next week's stream so that I can move it around and show you some of the other tanks too. It's kind of iffy in September in Montana. It's probably going to be like around 70s. There could accidentally be snow, but I really doubt it because most time it doesn't seem to snow until like around Halloween. And it could be warm, but I would plan on like the mid 70s maybe. Oh, thank you, Shishi. Big D. Yeah, we usually have here, not in Billings, but here where I'm at in Laramie, we'll usually have a good snowstorm at the end of May, and then that's usually it for the year. So I'm expecting there to, like, there's no snow right now, but I'm not going to be surprised if we get some more snow. Always give dogs human food last. I always share with Buddy. Buddy loves chicken nuggets from McDonald's. So I'll get chicken nuggets and I'll take a bite of one. I'll dip it in the ranch and take a bite and toss Buddy the other half. But then we all know that Buddy's kind of spoiled. Add some hot sauce. Yeah, I don't give Buddy people food very often because if he eats very much people food, he gets really bad diarrhea. And I can't give him cheap dog food either because he'll get really bad diarrhea. Well, for the campsite, you really don't need it. You really don't need bear spray unless you're going to go on a hike in Yellowstone or just outside of Yellowstone. But when I go to Yellowstone, I stay close to my truck, so I don't really worry about it. But I do have a can of bear spray that I keep in the truck just in case. But the campground's going to have a lot of deer, but no bears. Your cat got the bacon. Oh, I told you about the cat grabbing my ex-husband's sandwich and taking off with it. I like that song. And hi, Jen. I was thinking of that song when I named the stream. Yeah, I have to get Buddy the expensive dog food because he will get raging diarrhea from the cheap food. I threw a 40-pound bag of cheap food away when I figured that out because, yeah, and very little human food. One of the neighbors one time were barbecuing steaks and they gave Buddy a steak. And I paid for it for almost a week. Every 20 minutes, I was running outside with him. Hi, Valley Fish. I'm not sure if he is or not, Bentley. I just know that I can't give him like the cheap brands of dog food, and he can't have a lot of people food or he'll get diarrhea. And the cheap brands of dog food give him diarrhea too. And I'm talking about like bloody water diarrhea. So he definitely can't have it. Is it usually the corn and sodium levels? Oh, Bentley, that's funny. Well, I hope it gets better, Jen. 4 pounds of cat could clear an entire room. Yeah, the grain free stuff he does pretty good on. Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Very sorry to hear that. Yep, we're all sending hugs. Very sorry. Yep, a glass of wine and some fish fam love. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a glass of water. I need a glass of water. Don't touch the cord. Okay, good night, Sishi. Yep, I'm not touching the cord. Yep, that's what we're here for, to support each other. So, oh, thanks, Jess Shrimp Granny. I know I've been kind of a downer lately with all my stupid medical shit. Stuffs, my stupid medical stuffs. And since I'm not moving the camera, I'm going to take my bra off because I can. Don't tell anybody. Exactly, Jess from Granny. That's exactly right. Ah, much better. So if you guys heard the sound of something hitting the floor real fast, don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know if Bob hasn't said anything about whether he'd come or not. I have a feeling he's probably got too much animals and stuff, but it would be pretty cool if he did come. Okay, good night, Terry. But we'll definitely send him an invite to the group when I get on there. I'm recovering. It's taken a while. When I go, the days that I work is pretty rough on me right now. But overall, I'm getting better. Slowly but surely. I know those trash pandas were so cute. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Bob, with your little dogs and stuff. But so if you were driving, you could bring the dogs, but if you were going to fly, I don't know how that would work. Yeah. But we'll probably do it again. Oh, that's true, Bob. Yep. Yeah, but there'll be another AGA too. Yeah, if this works out well and we get lots of people, we'll probably do it again next year. Oh, you can't have pets in the big cabins? I didn't know that. I know in the small cabin I can, so Buddy's going with me. Yeah, we're going to do, Big D, we're going to do a Facebook page. Well, Candy already set it up. And we can like figure out who's going to fly in and where we can sleep them and all that stuff. Because we'll have a little bit of extra sleeping room and beds. Because I know Ty rented like a big cabin, so he's definitely going to have extra beds. And even I rented the smallest cabin, but it's got 2 bunk beds and a queen size bed in it, so I'll be able to take a few people in there too. Yeah, the Billings, it does take dogs, but evidently Ty says you can't have them in the big cabins. But I've got a small cabin and I can have Buddy in that, and of course the tent sites you can have dogs. But like I say, we'll get it all figured out how many people are flying in and all that on the Facebook group. Buddy just sleeps with me. If I slept in the bunk bed, he'd sleep with me. If I sleep in the big bed, he'd sleep with me. Oh no, Sharpies. Yep, that's it, Big D. Buddy sleeps with me. The cats sleep with me. Oh no. It's funny though, because Mario, my older cat, he's got to be wherever I'm at. He's so weird. But at night, if I get up to go to the bathroom or anything, Buddy doesn't move, and the black cat, the younger cat, doesn't move. But Mario will follow me into the bathroom and wait, and then wait for me to go back to bed to get back into bed again. Or if I come out here and get a drink or whatever, he's like right at my feet. But yeah. So I have two cats and a dog in the bed with me all the time. Ouch, John. It's funny because Mario, my cat, and Buddy are the same age. But Mario, I got when he was a kitten. Actually, his mother abandoned him. It was like a stray cat, and she had moved her kittens into the neighbor's doghouse. And when the neighbor let the dogs out, they were throwing a fit. And Megan went over there, and the dogs had two of the kittens. So she rescued the kittens, and while she was doing that, the mother cat moved the other babies out of the doghouse again. So the mother was gone with her other kittens. So we put the two kittens, were not old enough to be weaned. They barely had their eyes open. So we put them in a box in the carport and just left them alone, and they were crying and stuff. And the mother came and got one of them, but she didn't come back for the second one, and that was Mario. So I told Megan not to name him because he was so little. I didn't think he'd live without his mother. And I could hold him in my hand, and he still had the rat tail, and his eyes were barely open. He couldn't walk very well. But I tried giving him milk from a bottle, and he wouldn't take it. I tried giving him milk from like a eyedropper, and I couldn't get him to take it. And I had just made cinnamon rolls, and I ended up, just on a whim, I broke a little piece of the bread off in the cinnamon roll and dipped it in the milk, and he took it. So that's what he lived on for about 3 weeks, was cinnamon rolls dipped in milk. But it was a couple days after that, that stupid cat moved her babies in at the doghouse again, and the neighbor called animal control, and the sheriff came out to pick him up, and he got all the kittens in his back seat. And I went over to talk to him, and I had Mario in my hand, and he told me that the kittens weren't going to make it to the animal shelter because they didn't deal with kittens that weren't weaned yet. So he was going to be killing them. And he asked me if I wanted him to take Mario off my hands, and I said, no, that's okay. So we kept Mario. And then I got Buddy when he was about 1.5 years old. And Mario was not too sure about Buddy. It's like he followed him everywhere and tested him. It's like Mario would sit in a doorway and dare Buddy to cross through the doorway, which Buddy didn't do. And he would go over and eat Buddy's food and look over his shoulder at Buddy like, are you going to do something about it or not? So Mario's definitely the boss. But Mario always slept in the bed with me, and he wouldn't let Buddy up on the bed. So for about 2 months, it was a race when I'd go to bed, whichever one got there first, it's one that would sleep with me, and the other one would sleep on the floor by the bed. And finally they worked it out, where like they both slept on the bed, but they were like facing each other and keeping one eye open all night. And now they don't even worry about it. They just curl up together. But it took them a while. It was pretty funny. Oh, just shrimp granny. Yeah, Sharpies. I can see that. Yeah, Mario was supposed to be Megan's cat, but he just attached himself to me. So, what can you do about it? And when I was in the hospital for a week, oh my God, when I got home, Buddy was all over me, so happy to see me. My youngest daughter, Megan, had been coming over and taking care of him. And Buddy was so happy I was home, and he just wanted pets and he wanted to be by me and stuff. Mario was pissed. He was like laying on the kitchen floor. I was sitting here at the computer, and he was laying on the kitchen floor with his back to me and his ears pinned. And it took him about an hour, and then he was like laying about 3 feet from me with his back to me and his ears pinned. He was mad at me for deserting him because cats are assholes. We all know this. Oh, the 7 pups made it. That's good. Yeah, they don't mess around with puppies and kittens that are not weaned yet. Like I say, so Mario is the only one of that little batch of kittens that survived because we took him. Oh yeah, cats can and will hold a grudge. That is for sure. He eventually forgave me, and he slept with me that night, but he was mad at me for being gone. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I know, huh, Big D? They're funny. Cats have pet humans. This is very true. Very much true. I hope you guys aren't bored with the Farlowellos. I've been sitting here like staring at them while I talk, trying to count babies, but there's so many babies in there right now. I lost one batch of babies when I went to the hospital because, like I said, I wasn't expecting to be gone. It was supposed to be a day surgery, and I was supposed to be back that night. And there was eggs, and they were just about ready to hatch. And I figured when I got home from the hospital, I'd move the tube into the breeder box to have the babies and drop into there. And no, I didn't make it home, so I lost that batch of babies. But they've got eggs again already, so it's okay. They seem to lay eggs about once a month. Not a whole lot of eggs, but they lay them about once a month. Hi, Max. If I would have realized that I was going to be gone for a week at the hospital, I would have spent an hour and showed my daughter how to feed everything and made sure all the food was organized and all that stuff. But I didn't think I was going to be gone. So, and I didn't ask her to feed the fish because The food is like sitting wherever I fed last tank. I fed last, and I'd have to try to explain to her which food goes in which tank and all that stuff. So yeah, the only thing I had her do was when I about midway through the week when I realized I wasn't going home very soon, I had her open up a can of green beans and feed the Farlowellas. I lost some fish, Max, but not very many. I lost two of my bettas, and I lost some rice fish fry because they were like I had some newborn fry and some fry that were only about 2 weeks old, and I lost most of the newborn ones. I think I have like 6 left of them out of like there was probably 40 of them, and I lost of the 2 week old ones. There was about 20, and I ended up with 7. So I lost some fry, but it could have been worse. But I've got some more rice fish fry because when I got home, I put a ball of moss in the tank and gathered up some more eggs. And they're just starting to hatch now, so. It happens. But I figured I was better off not having her haphazardly feed them when I hadn't showed her how, and having, like overfed tanks would have been worse than not feeding the tanks. So it's just the way it worked out. Yeah, the thing is, I was supposed to be home that night, so I totally didn't have the tanks all ready or anything like that. And I didn't have any food set out for them or anything, so. Okay, Danny, good night. But like I said, I did have her dump a can of green beans in for the Farlowella fry for the Farlowellas because I knew I would lose them if I didn't get them fed. Oh, wow, Jess. That's kind of cool. Oh, good, Dan. All right. Dan's got a cabin. Did you get a big one or one of the little ones? That will be so fun to meet everybody. I'm really looking forward to it. You got the small one? Cool. Yeah, we'll organize it on the Facebook page and make sure everybody's got sleeping space and stuff and blankets and pillows, anything like that. You're going to bring the Muppet? Cool, cool. We can't go without our buddies and stuff. Yep, yep. Oh, I still have my windows open and it's starting to cool down. I had better shut my windows. Hi, Shody Backyard. Yep, I'm going to bring my, I've got one of the old fashioned percolator pots, like the old Corningware pots, and I'm going to be bringing that too. There shouldn't be an earthworm in there. There could, however, be there is a few of those damn snail leeches in there. I pull them out whenever I see them, and I think that my dwarf anchor cats eat them too. But there's still a few in there because they are impossible to get rid of. Hello, welcome back, Aquamate. We're still on the Farlowella fry on the camera because I don't want to touch the camera because if I disconnect it, I am going to lose the stream. But now you know what Farlowellas look like. Who is this Aquamate you refer to? Dang, plane tickets getting in the way of the camping trip, yeah. But if you did fly in, Dr. S, we could probably go. I'm sure there's going to be enough people there to go pick you up at the airport. How big do the Farlowellas get? They get between, I think the male's about 5 inches long from the tip of his nose to the end of his tail. But they're not very big as far as that goes because they're so skinny. But they'll get long. See the little flashes in the camera once in a while? That's because the connections are not perfect, so I'm not touching the camera. Oh, that would be awesome if we can. They should have Wi-Fi there, I would think. I'm sure they do. So we probably could. That'd be fun. Like I said, I know that they got like a big fire pit area for a big crowd, so we'll gather there at night. Maybe we can do a live stream from there. But like I say, I'm sure they have Wi-Fi there. I love catfish. I need to get some more catfish. Yeah, the cabins are great. It's like when I travel, I'll book KOA cabins in advance instead of hotel rooms because it's just so much better than going to a hotel. Plus, I always have Buddy with me, so the cabins and the campgrounds are perfect for it. And the Billings one is one of the nicest KOA campgrounds that I've ever stayed at. Oh, yeah, we could do a hangout. That'd be great. Yeah. See, Candy says yes, Wi-Fi. So, yep, I figured they would. Yep, we'll have to plan on that. We could do one each night we're there. Yep, that'd be fun. That would be a lots of fun. The campground is in Billings, Montana. And it's a really nice campground. Grassy and deer wandering through and trees and right by the Yellowstone River. And they've got a little store there, a little grocery store, and it's a nice campground. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That convention thing isn't really for me, but a camping trip is. That's like totally up my alley. I'm sure they sell beer at the little store. I'll bet you. Yeah, the campground. I've stayed at it like I think 3 or 4 times now, and I love that campground. It's really pleasant. It's really nice and pleasant. Trees and shady, and the river's right there, and it's just really nice. Hi, Nessa. Welcome to the stream. We were just talking about the camping trip. Be sure to get in on that. Yep, and I think we'll organize that on the Facebook group. But yeah, a plant swap would be fun. But everybody that can do a little vacation, you ought to come do it because it's going to be a lot of fun. I think you could bring plants on the plane. I don't think they'd say anything about that, just from Granny. In fact, I know that you can bring plants. I think a lot of people here keep guppies. You're going to go collecting for a grizzly? Not a good idea. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah, Candy had to tell me what you meant because I'm kind of a dummy, just shrimp granny. I know, I got it. Oh dear. I have some class and inlers, and that's all I've got. But I know some other people here in the stream have lots of different kinds of guppies. Hi, Brendan. Tell him hi for me. I know I figured that out, Big D. I'm kind of slow sometimes. Oh no, so Kitty, I'm sorry. Oh, big deal. Okay. Well, Kevin, they're eating beans, so you got to expect that, right? Oh no, go catch the horse. Can fish fart? I would imagine, but I don't know. I had a girl ask me one time at years and years ago. I bought a couple goldfish from from a pet store. And the girl at the counter asked me if the goldfish were going to get car sick on the way home. I was like, I don't think so, but yeah. Hi, Jeremy. Herring communicate by farting? Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, and you guys thought it was your plants purling, but it wasn't. It was the fish farting. I've never seen them fart either, but they probably do. I don't know. The fish in the tank are Farlabella catfish. And what you're looking at, Nessa, is babies. All of them that are in the camera range right now are various sizes of babies. And the male is on eggs again right now, so I'll have some more babies pretty soon. And Bubble comes out from nowhere behind the driftwood. Oh, Zo Kitty, I'm so sorry. Maybe you should go to the doctor. Have you been to the doctor? Because, I don't want to scare you, or, I hate it when people say, well, it could be this or it could be that. But if you're getting really bad headaches, my daughter Courtney was getting real bad headaches, and behind one of her eyes, and she went into the emergency room one night because her headache was so bad. And after a lot of testing and stuff, they found out she has MS. So if you keep getting headaches, you really should check it out. That is French style green beans, Jeremy. That's what the Farlowellas are eating. And like I say, what you're looking at is the various sizes of babies. And they're eating it. So by morning, all those beans are going to be gone. Yeah, and the snails will eat them too. Yep, the snails help them out. The snails love the beans too. Oh, just keep an eye on it, Zo Kitty. If you keep getting them, I'd get it checked out just to be sure. Yep, and replaced with a pile of poop. That's about it. She probably has looked into the CBD. I know she sent me a message. She's had it for about a year and a half now, and it's actually really bad. It's not the slow kind. It's real aggressive, and she's had some real bad attacks, and she's had to go in for steroid treatments like 3 or 4 times now. But she just had some kind of a therapy that from a friend. I forgot what she called it, but it's like a Chinese type relaxing therapy, and she said it helped tremendously. She said she just felt her anxiety leave, and she just felt a lot better right away. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I'm going to look real quick and see what it was that she said it was. Mm-hmm. So hang on a minute. High hypnotherapy is what she had done. And she said she's got a lot more energy and drive, and she's been falling asleep better, and her anxiety is lessened a lot. So that's cool. And she's going to get another session this week. I can totally relate to that. So, Kitty, I never go to the doctor, and the week in the hospital was just so awful. Yep. Oh, Sharpies, do you want to hear what I did this week? Because I hate going to the doctor. Earlier this week, I know some of you are hearing this for the second time because I told about it earlier. It was, yeah, I think it was something like that. No, not Nola Jane. Anyway, earlier this week I was at work and one of my teeth broke in the back of my mouth. Just not bad, but a little piece of it broke off, but it left a jagged edge that was cutting my tongue. So it was like 3 days. I've done that before too, taking my own stitches out. I've done that before. But anyway, for 3 days I couldn't eat because my tongue swelled up and the tooth is cutting my tongue. And yesterday, as soon as I had a day off and could go to the store, it wasn't the tooth didn't hurt. But the sharp, jagged edge where it broke was cutting my tongue. And I couldn't swallow. I couldn't eat. I could barely swallow water. But, yeah, I went to the store and I got a nail file, one of those metal nail files, and I ground off the sharp edge yesterday, and it feels a lot better. My tongue has still got to heal up, but it feels a whole lot better. Okay, good night, Bob. But I thought maybe Sharpies could relate to that. I filed my tooth down myself with a nail file. So if you hear me, if I sound a little bit funny talking to you, it's because my tongue's still got to heal up. It still hurts, but the swelling's gone down quite a bit, and I can eat dinner now, so that's cool. But yeah, I don't like to go to the doctor. See, I figured you could probably relate, Sharpies. One time you were in Canada and you ripped a big nail. Oh God, that hurts. I've done that before. Oh God, that hurts. I did that before. I was wearing thongs and like tripped and like ripped my whole big toenail off. And it hurt. That makes me cringe, Dan, because I've been there. Oh my God. So you yanked it out, didn't you? Yeah. And the other thing about going to the dentist, not Nola Jane, is I found this out years ago when a tooth broke and I was in agony all night. And as soon as it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, I started calling dentists to get this tooth pulled. The first question that they asked me when I called them was, did I have insurance? No, I don't have insurance. So nobody would take me. The damn dentist wouldn't take me in at all. None of them. I called like 10 different offices and nobody would take me in because I didn't have dental insurance. So yeah, I bought a file and I filed the tooth back, filed the sharp edge off the tooth myself. Hi, Fantastic Fish Hobby. Yeah, but I had had such a miserable night, Jess Shrimp Granny, that when I went all the way through the phone book and nobody would take me in, I sat there and bawled like a baby because I was in so much pain. Okay, Jay, see you later. The thing about, I mean, oh God, that hurt so bad when I did that to my toenail too. But I've broken my little toes a bunch of times. And the thing is, if you go into the doctor, if you break a toe and go to the doctor, what they will do is they tape the toe to the toe next to it. And I can do that myself. Okay, Ed, see you later. Exactly, Sharpies. I did that with my toes many times because I've broken my toes many times. And if you go to the doctor, they're just going to tape it to the toe next to it and charge you a bunch of money. So yeah, I can do that. Oh, Dan, that's so. Oh, you're making me cringe so bad. Oh my God. Oh, ingrown toenails are the worst too. Yeah. Duct tape and baling twine. Damn right. Fix everything. Ouch, ouch. Yeah, when I did that, I was like, I tripped and drug my toe across the cement and just like totally ripped the nail off. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. Oh no, you had your toes cut off. Ouch. I still have all of my toes too, but I have one that I've broken so many times that I can't feel it. And every once in a while, I'll catch it on the rug or something, and it'll go like a 90-degree angle from the rest of my foot, and I can't feel it. I'll just like tap it back into place. Oh, sorry, Candy. She doesn't like it when I tell that. Sorry, Candy. Well, we're talking about toes. You know, I'm going to tell it. Oh, ouch. I've stepped on tacks before and had to pull them out of my foot, and that kind of sucks. And I stepped on a needle one time and had to have it cut out of my foot, like a sewing needle. It went clear up against the bone in my foot. Ouch, though. Oh no, Jess. Yeah, that's how I've broken my little toe so many times, is pushing cows down the branding chute and getting stepped on by horses, and yeah, all that good stuff. Oh no. Ty, I don't know what I haven't tried collecting from the McDonald's in Billings, but they might have some good ones. Oh. I know the one in Livingston has some good rocks, but I'm not sure about the Billings ones. Oh no, you can't collect rocks in Yellowstone. You cannot collect rocks in Yellowstone. Nope. But outside of the park you can. But yeah, you can't pick anything up in Yellowstone. Candy, she doesn't know us. Oh. I'll probably bring home a few rocks with me, but not from the park. In Yellowstone, I'm going to tell you guys a secret place. Well, it's not secret, but not everybody knows about it. But on the other side of the park, so we would have to leave real early in the morning and go into the park. But on the other side of the park, over by the I don't know which exit it would be, but anyway, there is a parking place where you can park your car, and then you walk about a quarter mile or so along a river. Hi, Melvin. And there's some hot springs where they're in the river, but it's like boiling hot water comes in the stream and drops into the river. And they made like little rock pools to hold the hot water in. And you can get into the hot springs. And it is so nice. So maybe we can do that one morning. I mean, it's really nice. And you lay there in the hot springs and you can look across the river from you at the elk on the other bank. And it's really nice. It's not like a developed hot springs where you go in and pay money to sit in a swimming pool. This is real hot springs. And yes, we can do that. If anybody wants to while we're there. Like I say, we'd have to leave really early in the morning because it's on the other side of the park. But yeah, we can definitely do that. It is. It's really nice, Nessa. It's like there's a Chico's on the way there that is like a developed hot springs, and basically they just pipe the water into swimming pools and you pay money to sit there and soak in the hot springs water. But this is like undeveloped, other than just some rocks being piled up to make pools. It's like, and you're totally out in nature and doesn't cost anything. You just got to walk back to it. And it's really, really nice. No, it's not illegal. And it's the waterfall coming down is boiling hot, but you don't get right in the waterfall. You get in the pools. And yeah, it's really nice. And you just lay there and soak, and there's a lot of minerals in the water and stuff. No, the bears don't use it too. I've never seen a bear in that area of the park. But yeah, you just like wear shorts or whatever and bring a towel and soak in the hot springs for a while, and it just totally relaxes all your muscles, and your skin feels so good because there's a lot of minerals in the water, and it's really nice. And you can either, like, you scoot closer to the waterfall and it's real hot, or you can back up close to the edge of the rocks where the river water's mixing in with it to cool down again. It's really nice. Good night, Mark. Friendly bears. I'm so sorry, though, Kitty. I feel for you. But in that area of the river, I've seen buffalo and elk and stuff, but I haven't seen any bears in that part. And yeah, we can see bears for sure. And you don't want to feed the wolves or the bears. These are wild animals. But in Lamar Valley, which is where we'll drop into if we go over the pass, and you drop down to Cook City and go into the park and drop down into the Lamar Valley, almost always I will see grizzly bears and wolves and stuff from a distance. And I always see buffalo there. Always see buffalo there. No, I've never had a run-in with the wolves. They pretty much stay away from you. Oh, Beartooth, yeah, Beartooth Pass, we definitely are going to be stopping. We'll be starting up on the Montana side, and you get up on top and it's beautiful. You'll want to stop. And then you drop into the Wyoming side, and the Wyoming side is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. But I will warn you, when we drop on the Wyoming side, you don't want to get out and hike because it is very definitely grizzly bear country. Very definitely. But it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yep. If we get a lot of people, we'll try to do it every year or so. Yeah, stopping to take pictures is a must because I can't even it is one of the most beautiful places that you're ever going to see. And yeah, we'll stop and get photographs. There's a pullover on the Montana side of the pass as you're starting up. There's a pullover that a lot of people stop at. It's like got a big parking area and some bathrooms, and people stop and look at the view there. But it's not up in the prettiest part yet. But it's pretty. But there's a lot of chipmunks there. And this one time we stopped there. I was with the kids and we stopped, and there was a lot of chipmunks. And people were feeding the chipmunks. And we had some pizza, so we got some pieces of pizza and we're feeding the chipmunks. And there was this one chipmunk that was so goddamn fat. I have never seen that fat of a chipmunk. His stripe wasn't even straight. His stripe went crooked because this chipmunk was so fat, and he loved the pizza. It was hilarious. I got some pictures of him. That wasn't what you were expecting. No, I have never seen a chipmunk like that before. He was just the fattest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, Beartooth Pass is like, it's got to be one of the most beautiful drives in the world. It is. You're going to love it, Ty. It is just so absolutely beautiful. And it goes up, the road goes up almost to 11,000 feet. So it's like you're way up high. And it is really, really pretty. And if we get lucky, we might see a herd of Rocky Mountain goats, because there is some up there. And we will be stopping for photographs if we see them. I can guarantee you. No, there's no Rocky Mountain oysters up there. You can get them in Montana, though, I'm quite sure. I used to make them every year after I helped the neighbors with branding. And they are so good. Nobody wants pictures of that. Okay, Dr. Black. Thank you for coming in. Yep, telephoto lenses are good things in Yellowstone. The one thing that I won't do on this trip, but I'm sure there'll be people that will do it, so, you can find somebody else to do it with you, is I will not do all the tourist stuff in Yellowstone, like going to Old Faithful and stuff where all the tourists gather, because I've seen it so many times, and when I go to Yellowstone, I'm looking for wildlife. But for anybody that hasn't been there before, I'm sure you can make a day trip and do that. That's not something I want to spend my time doing. I know that's mean of me, but yeah, when I go to Yellowstone, I'm looking for wildlife. That's it, Dan. Yep. Mostly, if you don't be stupid, you aren't going to get chased by the wildlife. But there is people that are stupid there. It's like every year you read about somebody that's gotten mauled by a buffalo and stuff, because they'll get out and go over and touch the buffalo thinking that they're tame, and they want to get a selfie with a buffalo, and they are not tame. They are wild. So you don't do that. Good morning. And the thing is, the time of year that we're going to go in September, like it's usually towards the end of September, but the buffalo should be coming into rut, which means that we might catch some bulls fighting, which would be so awesome. But it also means that you do not want to get out of the car and walk over to the buffalo, because a bull buffalo loaded with all the male stuff, ready to breed, is not something that you want a picture of standing next to it. But yeah, usually the buffalo are in rut like towards the end of September, so we should be able to catch some of that. They'll just be starting. So that'll be kind of awesome. And the moose start into rut usually like about the first part of October. But if we see any males, they should have their full horns, be out of velvet and all that. And the same thing with the elk. So the elk will actually, they might be in season when we're there. So we should probably be able to catch some male elk bugling and stuff, which would be kind of cool. So it's a good time of the year to go. So it will definitely be a trip to remember if you haven't ever been there before. Hug a buffalo, touch a bear, kiss a wolf. Yeah, well, it was nice knowing you. I remember one year there was at dang it, the names of stuff are slipping out of my mind. I must be getting old. Anyway, at one of the places in Yellowstone, there was at the entrance there was a big bull elk, and he was in rut, and he was in the middle of this park. So the tourists were like driving in a circle around the park, getting pictures of him. And one car got smashed because he saw his reflection in their car was all shiny, and he saw his reflection in the car, and he charged it and banged up their car pretty good. Oh, those elk are huge. Yeah, you don't realize how big they are until you're standing close to one. They are big, and you don't want to mess with them in rut for sure. You don't even you don't want to get out by an elk at all. No. But going through in a car, they'll come, they aren't worried about the cars, and you can get fantastic pictures of them right beside you. We're all going to rent a school bus. Well, Ty, if you rent a car, we might take your car up over the pass, because my truck is old and that pass is high. Yeah, we can like carpool, and we'll see how many people want to go when we go to Yellowstone and stuff, and carpool it up. I'm not sure how much it costs to get into Yellowstone, but I'm going to sometime before then. I'm going to get a lifetime pass, because I'm old enough now to get one. Where when you get to be old like me, you can just buy a pass to all the national parks, and then when you go through the gates, it's per car. So whatever car I'm riding in, if I have a pass, I won't have to pay anything. Oh, that's not bad, $25. But like I said, I plan on getting a pass before then because I need to get one anyway. And when I go home from this trip, I'm going to go through the park and into the Grand Tetons and come home that way. Yeah, it does cost money to enter a national park. It does, Max. Yep, $25 per vehicle. But you can cram the vehicles full of people. It's just they charge just per vehicle. You want to go, but you're too young to be caught with us. I know I'm going to be turning 64 in June, so I am old. I'm old and mean. But yeah, this is going to be a really fun camping trip. Where's our tax money going? Right into our Congress's pocket. You'll never be mean compared to my great grandma. I don't know. I'm pretty mean. Nope, no politics. But that's the truth, though. Yeah, I'll be bringing up some food. I figured, all the campsites and the cabins and everything have fire pits to cook at. So people that are coming in by plane and stuff, don't worry about food. I'm sure we'll have enough to feed people. And there's grocery stores. Billings is just right there. And there's a small little grocery store in the campsite itself. And we can definitely do the food. I think last time I was there, the kids came down. They were living in Billings, Courtney and Tucker, and they came down and I did like shish kebabs with shrimp and tomatoes and stuff over the fire. It was good. Well, we can figure it out when you're there. Yeah, even the small cabins fit. Yeah, because like I rented a small cabin and it's got a queen size bed and a set of bunk beds. And it's just me and Buddy, so definitely somebody can bunk with us. And Ty rented a big cabin and he's going to have room there too. Sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll do our meals together. You don't need to sleep on the floor. We're going to have extra beds. And I'm going to bring a coffee pot. And Ty says that his cabin comes with a coffee pot. And there'll be lots of pictures and video. And we'll do some live streams. But I'm going to I plan on taking like video up from up on top of the Beartooth Pass and stuff to put on my channel too. So And Dan's got a cabin, and I've got a cabin, and Ty's got a cabin. So we'll definitely have enough. We'll have extra beds. Exactly, Sharpies. I can't sleep on the floor anymore. I used to, but I cannot anymore. Yep, Wi-Fi from the cabin. And we can figure out the meals when we're there, what we want to do. Like I say, last time I went up there, I did like shrimp and vegetables on a skewer over the campfire, and it was really good. Oh yeah, I probably won't have enough. I probably am not going to have enough subs to do a live stream. That's a good point. Hopefully somebody will be there that has enough subs to do a live stream or can bring a laptop. I've just got my desk computer, so I can't bring it. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So hopefully somebody will have a laptop. Well, we need a laptop because YouTube changed the rules where you can't live stream from your phone unless you have at least 1,000 subs. And I've only got a little bit over 500 at this point. Unless all of a sudden my channel explodes and I get over 1,000 by then. Well, it's the middle of September, though, so check it out. Yeah, YouTube changed the rules. But if somebody brought a laptop, we could do it. Or if I managed to get over 1,000 subs by then, I might have to push for that. I wasn't really in a big hurry, but with that new rule, maybe I can make it over 1,000 by then. That would be a good thing. Oh, you have a laptop? Great. Yeah, I don't have a laptop. I just have my desk computer. But if I get up over 1,000, I could do it. Yep, we're going to be depending on you. What's the date? It is September 13th, 14th, and 15th. And Candy just started a Facebook group, so we can definitely get everything arranged and get all the details worked out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm starting it so early so that, if you need reservations, you can make them. or the fact that, a family vacation to Yellowstone is not a bad thing, and combine it with meeting a bunch of people from the fish fam, and it sounds like a good time. Later in the years, actually better for Yellowstone because there's less tourists, but then you're also risking running into snow. So, how far is Yellowstone from Billings? It'll probably take us a few hours to get over the pass and stuff. Actually, the first time over the pass, we're probably going to stop a lot. So, we probably will just get into the one end of Yellowstone. But if we make 2 trips over there, then we can just like scoot through the pass fast and spend the day in Yellowstone. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. If everybody wanted to, we could like maybe Sunday go up and see the bears or something. That's very doable from Billings. Hey, welcome back, Jay. Sounds like fun. A little bit far from Canada. Yeah, there is some beautiful drives there. Unfortunately, we won't have time to do everything, so we'll have to kind of talk and decide what we want to do. But we should definitely go over Beartooth Pass, and we should definitely at least get into Yellowstone. And like I say, we could go up and to in between Livingston and Billings is the bear place that I used to work at. And that's probably about 2.5 hours each way from where we're going to be at. If a person wanted to go just to see Yellowstone and do all the tourist spots like go see Old Faithful and all that, you'd have to pretty much take a full week. But like I said, I don't want to go see all the tourist stuff because I've seen it like a zillion million times and I want to see wildlife. So, yeah. The bears are worth going up to see, definitely. Okay, Nessa, get some sleep. Look at that. Just during my stream, that pile of beans has gone way down. Yep, Candy posted the link to the grizzly encounter. Okay, cichlids. Be sure to join up on the Facebook group. I've met some people doing that before, Max. Some people, I think they were from England. They like um, shipped their motorcycles over and were on a motorcycle trip all over the U.S. I met them in Yellowstone. Jay wishes he could have someone feed him for the rest of his life. That would not be fun. Your mom called you crazy for wanting to go? Okay. So Big D was at his LFS, and the owner says, "Come check this out." And he takes him behind the door. Haley's bear is the first I've ever seen up close. I have not reached out to the bigger channels yet. Um, I'll probably like post something on Corvus's channel. Oh my gosh, English bulldog puppies. Oh my gosh, I love English bulldogs. I would have been in heaven. They are so cute. You know, I didn't let Corey know yet, but I'm going to let Corey and Joel know for sure because it is doable for them if they wanted to get a weekend away, you know, or bring their families. It would be a good little trip for them. Corey's booked already. Yeah, that figures. But I'm going to let Joel know. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Big D. I would want one so bad. Camp Shella. I don't know if we'd get sued or not. Camp Shenanigans, yeah. If we accidentally like filled up the campsite, there is another campsite right next to it. But I think the campsite that's right next to it doesn't allow dogs. That would be the only thing. Yep. Gonna make this. That'd be cool to make it a yearly thing. National Lampoon's Fish Fam Vacation. That might be appropriate. Oh, I wouldn't mind bottle feeding the puppies though. What did you name the Facebook group, Candy? We should have called it Camp Shenanigans. Yep, that would be a good learning experience for kids. Megan helped me with Mario when he was so little. And we fed him. You should just give it to Jay and tell him you took too long. Yeah, we're going to do that on the Facebook group. Yep, that's kind of why we started the Facebook group tonight, because I figured we would like get all the details worked out on there, see how many people are coming and all that stuff. Oh, blue car is breeding cool. Oh, I hope you can too. But like I say, we'll work it out, everything out in the Facebook group and see how many people are driving, how many people are flying, if anybody needs to be picked up at the airport and all that stuff. Hello, Select Pet. I hope you can come. You gots to. Got lots of time to work it out. Like I say, that's one of the reasons I started talking about it this early, because I figured, some people could make it like their family vacation for the year or something. A freshwater blending. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, Aquashella would be fun. I'm not into like big crowds and big cities, so it's not something I would go to myself, but I can understand wanting to go to it because it would be really cool. Hi, Mean Fish. That's a fish fam, so Kitty. Fish fam, you don't need to stress about. I mean, I'm an old lady, so I could get anxiety about meeting people, but what the hell? Oh, like I say, the camping costs for the campground itself, I'm sure you can bunk with one of us. Yep, the worst you'll get is a hug. Fish a shella camperama. Too long. I think shenanigans is a good name for it. Camping shenanigans. Fish fam camping shenanigans. That would definitely work. Camp Looney. But I don't know, guys. Do you want to end the stream pretty soon? It's been almost 3 hours. Or do you want to go a while longer? Yeah, the rice fish look different tonight, don't they? Actually, it's like if you start really looking in there, there's a whole bunch of Farloella babies. In fact, all of them that you look at that are on right now are different sizes of Farloella babies. This one time at fish camp, yep, yep. Well, I think Friday we should probably plan on just like everybody coming in and doing a big bonfire and all that kind of stuff, and then maybe go to the park on Saturday over Beartooth Pass and into Yellowstone. And then Sunday we could either go back into Yellowstone or go see the bears. Yep, Friday getting settled in and doing a big bonfire and stuff, and everybody meeting everybody. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday we'll figure it out. We'll either do over Beartooth Pass. Well, definitely going over to Beartooth Pass in Yellowstone one day, and then we could do either go back to Yellowstone or do the bears on the other day. Oh, definitely. We can pick you up. That's what I say. That's why we started the Facebook group, so we can figure out who's flying in when and if they need a ride out to the campground and stuff. But yeah, there's definitely going to be enough people there with cars to pick up people. And Candy lives there, and my son lives there too. So, and my son's already said that he's going to make sure he has the days off. So make sure you join the Facebook group so we can work out all that stuff. But Just Shrimp Granny, it's going to be like if you went to Aquashella, you'd meet a whole lot of YouTubers, I'm sure. And if you come to this camping thing, you're probably not going to meet as many people, but it's going to be a lot more relaxed and one-on-one people. So it's just, you got to just decide what you'd rather do. But you got time because, like I say, it's only April and this is going to be in September. So got lots of time to plan. We're starting up a Facebook group for people that want to go to the camp at Yellowstone. Candy, can you post the link again? If you're around and not working on emails. Candy might be working on emails. Oh, there it is. That's where we're going to congregate on the Facebook group and see who's going and make arrangements for picking anybody up or sleeping arrangements and all that kind of stuff. And who's coming with what and how many extra blankets and stuff we need to take and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be posting the Facebook group on my Patreon page too. Camp Yellowstone Ashella. That would work. So, and like I say, if you get to go, we can pick you up and all that stuff and get you back to the airport and all that kind of stuff. We can make all the arrangements on this on our end. Oh, well, it's definitely going to be cool and relaxed. I mean, you guys know me. We're not going to have any stressing. Yep, exactly, Ty. Yeah, I'm not sure what the age thing is for being able to travel by yourself and stuff. And actually, probably your parents wouldn't let you do it by yourself. You were going to chop her in from the airport. Oh, well, you got to come, Big D. Like I say, you could either rent a car or we could pick you up at the airport. Yep, if your parents want to come, that would be great. Yep, I think that's probably the right way to go, Jess. 18 or accompanied by their parents. That's it. Yay, it will be good to meet you. The rice fish got long and skinny. I don't know. You'd have to go online and find out how much the tickets would be from Hawaii to Montana. Rice noodle fish. Yep. Hi, Aquariums Down Under. We're just talking about a camping trip we're planning and looking at Farlowella Fry. Exactly, Big D. That's how I feel about it too. I do not like to fly. Do not like to fly. Okay, Carson. More than likely not, unless someone sneaks some in. Yeah, I'll probably stay up for a little bit, Carson, but I've got to work tomorrow, so. I don't know, Sharpies, with your luck and how many accidents you've had and how many bones you've broken, I don't know if I'd want to fly in the same plane as you. Ugh, that sucks, Big D. I know when I went down to Florida when we left, we went to, the plane went to Dallas where we were supposed to have a 2-hour layover and switch planes, and then Denver, and then Spokane. And we got to Dallas and it had snowed, and we had to circle the airport for 2 hours. And then when we landed, they said everybody that was going to get on the next flight that we were on had to run for the gate because they were holding the plane for us. So we got on the plane, and as we're taxiing out, I'm watching them unload our luggage from the plane we'd gotten off of. We got into Spokane, and it's like we had no luggage. And the lady at the counter was like, "Oh, I don't know where your luggage is." And I said, "I know where it is. It's in Dallas, Texas." Hi, Jen. Now I got to go get some water because I'm going to take some pills again. Oh, that sounds scary. Yep, it's getting late. Bye, so kitty. What's on the bottom of the tank? That is French cut green beans with a bunch of farlowella fry eating. And that's the biggest one on the one side. That's the daddy. He's got a bunch of eggs, but he's down eating right now, so he's not on his eggs. You're wondering if one of your ancestors was on the Titanic. Yep. That would just be asking for trouble. Like I said, I don't know if I'd want to get on a plane with John. His luck's just not that good. Yeah, that's the Farluella, Dad. That's right in the middle. And then off to the one side where you can just barely see the head moving. I think that's the female. Or no, that's one of the babies. I'm not sure where the female is right now. But then I've got a bunch of eggs on the tube that usually the dad sits and fans the eggs, but he's eating right now. When he's done eating, he'll go back up to his eggs. And there's babies of all sizes in there, from little tiny ones that are only like half an inch long to ones that are getting close to adult size. Welcome back, Jesse. I'm kind of wondering if I want to change my reservation and drive up there a day early too, so I can be there when everybody starts coming in. Because it's about a 9 or 10 hour drive for me. Actually, about 10 hours. So I wouldn't be up there until like late in the afternoon. So I might just change my reservation and add one day to it. Oh, so you're coming in Thursday night? Yeah, if I drove up there Thursday, that's probably around what time I'd get there too, or maybe an hour or two earlier. But it's a drive because I'm in like southern Wyoming, so I got to drive all the way across Wyoming. Candy lives there, Max. Candy lives in Billings, so she'll be there. And my son lives there, so he's going to come down and join us at the campground. Yeah, they could come down and join us too, Jess. Well, I definitely would if I ever get there. John, that would be fun. But yeah, that's a ways. Yeah, if you're gonna fly, Big D. What you doing, buddy? Huh? What you doing? Does Buddy want a cookie? Mm-hmm. Sit, sit. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna ask you how that went. If you're gonna go see him. Oh, I love seeing him, Ty. You have some nice fish. I love, love, love your discus. I miss having discus, but I just don't have room for a big tank. And you have some nice tanks. That was on Mark's stream, Jesse. Last night I was on the panel and Ty came in and Aquamate came in. Hi, Tampa Tom. Yeah, Ty showed us his tanks. He's got some really pretty tanks. He's got some nice pieces of driftwood. Oh, cool. I'll have to watch that when I get home from work tomorrow night. I've got several videos that like I need to finish up and get posted. I haven't posted a regular video in a while since before this stupid operation, so I need to get some videos out. I have one halfway done, or more than halfway done, on vinegar eels, and Jeff Rose did his on vinegar eels, but I think I'm going to go ahead and post mine because mine concentrates more on how to harvest them and feed them. But yeah, it's been like since before the operation, since I posted a regular video. I've just done a couple live streams. Yeah, I know I had to have that stupid operation, but it was not fun. I really didn't have a choice. It had to be done. But it kind of set me back on stuff I was going to have done. Like I wanted to have a drawing done for a giveaway, and I haven't been able to sit at my desk and do that yet. And I haven't put out any videos, but yeah, I'll get back into it. I could give away an old drawing, but I wanted to do like make a video of how I started drawing and stuff, and then just do a small drawing and like speed up the tape and post it and then do that for a giveaway. Was my plan. I do have a couple drawings here. Most of them I sell pretty fast, but I have a few. To make YouTube money, I got to get a whole lot more subscribers. So I think I'm like at 530 right now, something like that. But now I've got incentive to try to get up to over 1,000 before the camp out so that I can do a live stream from my phone. Yeah, exactly. So I need to start getting the videos out. I've got several that I've got like parts of them done, but I need to knuckle down and get them out. Like I say, that stupid operation kind of put a crink in things. That would be awesome, Sharpies. You need to be monetized, so you got to get to 1,000 subs and then apply for monetization. Yeah, YouTube doesn't pay that much, and I'm not really counting on making money on it. But like I said, I kind of want to get to 1,000 now so that I can do a live stream from my phone. Yeah, I could do that. I was thinking about doing a series on the different 10-gallon tanks too. And then, like I said, I've got the one on the vinegar eels to put out. Actually, the video that I have out right now that it hasn't like boomed or anything, but I get steady watches from it, like just a dozen a week or something like, or maybe less than that, but I get steady watches from it, and it's on how to treat the tank for Hydra. Yeah, that's why I don't have a saltwater tank. There's no way I could afford to do a saltwater tank. Yeah, there's lots of babies in there. When you start really looking, there's a lot of little ones in there. There's just like every time you think you see them all, then one moves and you see there's another one. And the male's been sitting on eggs again. They're like probably 3 or 4 days away from hatching. I'll show them to you real quick. Look out, kitty. See, there's this pile of Farlowellas in the beans. They're just everywhere in there. Some on the sides. And there's the male sitting on the eggs. So I'll have some more pretty soon. There's another little one on the glass. Trying to get the camera set back up again. Don't want to move it. Let's go like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, don't touch it. You want my black cat? He's a pain in the neck. I didn't get the camera set up very good, did I? Let me see if I can get that set a little bit higher. Look at that little tiny one there. Counting shrimp, that must be, is that like counting sheep? Well, guys, it's like 3:30 in the morning here. What do you think? Oh no, it's not 3:30. I've been on for 3.5 hours. It's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's 3:30 there. So I'm thinking it's about time to shut it down for the night. And we will, everybody that is thinking about the camping trip, get on the Facebook page. And we will see you all next week. So good night, everybody. Thanks for coming in.